Hey guys and gals, just a follow-up on this Vevor feeder here. So the pans we need to move out because we haven't filled those up in a while, and my granddaughter needs to learn to get rid of the bucket when she's done, because that did get wet. But I've read some reviews on this saying this feeder is poorly designed. It's this tiny gap here, and when it rains it's gonna get really wet. Well, it poured last night. I mean, it poured for several hours, and I wanted to show you, not a problem. Even down there, I mean, there's a little moisture here and there where some of the side rain, but like I said, I know, and this is the reason you need to think about how you mount this, that my prevailing winds are never this way. This would be a wind out of the north. We almost never get that. That's once in a 1,000 days, maybe you get a prevailing north wind. So you know that obviously can happen. But what about in here? Is it all soaked? Did it turn into mush? There's one little clump right here where it got kind of wet, and that is nothing that won't feed through there. And that's with a pouring, driving, multi-hour rain. Now, if you're worried about it, I do have a simple solution. All you need to do is take a piece of scrap wood. Since this is galvanized, I would think that a magnet would stick to it. If not, there's another way you could do it. You throw some Velcro on or something and put a little piece of board that comes over that can be removed, because the reason they had to make a little bit of a gap there, guys, this has to be able to move, right? And you're not going to ever get water going into this crack directly in any significant quantity. What you might get is some catchment here, right? And that catchment can run in there, and that's probably what happened on this side. I'm probably not perfectly level because they did it by eye. But there's another thing you could do if you really were that worried about it. Again, after what I've just witnessed, I'm not worried about it at all. That little bit of wet is meaningless to me in my climate anyway. What you could do really, really easily is when you mount it, tow it out a little bit, just a little bit out this way, so that this leans back, and this little tiny bit of like 2 or 3 inch catchment here drains this way. That's all you would have to do. But I mean, overall, I'm happy. I mean, again, we had hours and hours. And what I noticed about the reviews that said that, they were all people that hadn't used it yet. Nobody showed me a picture or a video of destroyed wet feed that they claimed was going to happen. They said it will happen because they noticed a gap. Well, you got to put things to the test. That's what we do. That's why you can trust our recommendations.